Hey everyone, welcome to Metal Guns and Outdoors. Today on the workbench we got a Marlin Model 60. To begin with, it was all I could do to even get the bolt open on it. It was just very, very sticky. But the gentleman said that something broke on the inside. So we're going to get this thing tore down and see what's up with it. First off, I do not see a bullet in the actual chamber. We'll go ahead and be 100% sure that there's nothing in this. So yes, it is empty. Well, there's a screw here and a screw here used to take it apart. This screw's already missing. So let's just go ahead and grab this one. She'll come right apart. Trigger looks fine. I don't see any issues with it. Now, trigger's fine. So let's just set this over there out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and take our assembly out. If y'all remember, it was just this plastic push button, whatever you want to call it, style holder. And it just really, well, comes right out. May need a little help there, but that's okay. That's what we got tools for, right? After that, you just pick up and the assembly comes out. And I can see the buffer's broken in it. And everything else seems to be intact. I think the buffer just give out. All right, let's go ahead and get our slide out. Pull our bolt out with this out of the way. It gives the slide enough room to pop up so that you can pull your bolt right out without any issue. Man, this thing is sticky, and I mean really sticky. There must be a lot of crud down in there. See if I can get it pried back far enough that I can actually get it out of there. Remember to watch that long spring there and the guide rod for that spring. All right, and there's our bolt assembly and the rest of our firearm. First off, as filthy as this thing is, I'm going to go ahead and get some hops down into the barrel because it is in dire need of a good cleaning. Then we'll tend to our other parts. Go ahead and change the ends here. Yeah, besides the little buffer being broken, the gun is just filthy. I mean, it's a 22. It happens. I'll leave that pack sopping wet because, like I say, I guarantee it needs every bit of it. All right, let's go ahead and so we'll get a little bit in this end first, and then go through. Well, it's going to be a pain, ain't it? Once I get it down in here, I just spin it around some, then get that hops down in all them other pieces too. Alright, get this out of the way. We'll take our patch. Go ahead and really get that down in there. Because yeah, that's pretty filthy. Alright, just set it up here out of the way. Let that be soaking really well. And while we're working on this other stuff, we'll go ahead and rub some of that hops down in here. Like I say, this thing is just filthy. Oh yeah, filthy, filthy. No way at least to get me soaking on some of that. You know, I mean, look at that thing. That is just nasty. You can see as I wipe it off, some of the shiny actually comes back. Get that hops down in there. Let it do its thing while we're working on it. Alright, now this buffer back here, there's a little C-clip and a pin that holds it in. Now to get this assembly apart, I just took a hammer and popped it, busted the rest of that off there. These pins do not come out. They are made and braided into here, and you're just not going to knock them things out. We have to take the whole assembly apart. As you can see, I've already got the one E-clip off here. There's that one. There's 3 of them. Then you have the one big one here. Now this assembly will just come apart. In a pain. As you can see, somebody's already tried to get that apart by beating it out. That's why we're having trouble getting this all the way disassembled. Keep working at it. Maybe she'll come apart for us. I think we got it that time. Almost. Gotta take the pliers and force it apart. Just don't want to come apart correctly. There we go. And here we have a big old mess of parts whenever we do that. Here we go. Go take all that apart right there. All that needs real good cleaning anyway. Don't forget this spring. This right here is actually the ejector. We got to change plans here, guys. After taking a little break and looking at this a lot closer, this assembly just has so much wear and tear on it that I just don't think it's going to last. So there's no sense of putting some more parts in this thing and trying to get it to work and fooling with it. If it's wore out, it's just wore out. So what we're going to do, put that in our little parts bin box and call it quits on that. I have another assembly from a known working Marlin 60. This one's exactly the same. We're going to clean it up and oil it and use it in this firearm. That way I'll be more confident that this thing will last and the customer will be happy with it. Go ahead and grab our brake clean here. Give her a shot. It hasn't been that long since this particular one was cleaned, so I already know it's in good shape and I know it works well. Get the air hose after. Get all that brake clean out of there. I know it seems like I took the quick, easy way out on that, but really I didn't. I took the smart way out because, for one, I've owned a ton of these rifles and shot the crap out of them. Never seen one of these broken. So that's telling me this thing has 1,000,000 miles on it, and there's a lot of abusive miles. So like I say, looking at the rest of that, there's just a lot of wear and tear there. And I want to make sure that this thing functions properly every time for me. Now, that is good and clean. We'll go ahead and put some oil on our key points here. And then we'll get to our other sections. Let's say if it pivots or moves, it gets oil. Alright, that is good. Well, good news during all of this, our hops has been soaking really well. We're going to do the barrel last. Brush. Go ahead and get it cleaned up really well. I just put some of the lubricant on it like I usually do. Alright, let's hit that with a little brake clean and see what we've done to it. Much better. All the brake clean dried out of there. Alright, now it's got our bolt in good shape. Get some oil right down our firing pin there. Go ahead and get some in our extractor. Working back and forth a little bit by hand. Better safe than sorry. Alright, I think that will be just fine. Of course, before we put it all together, we'll take some of the Lucas and really coat this bolt very well. Alright. Now, the barrel's been soaking for all this time. Let's go ahead and grab a rod. See if we can get that bad boy cleaned out of there. Take me a shot of the lubricant down the barrel. I suspect it's pretty filthy, so put in a little extra time on this one. Next, I want to scrub the living dog out of this housing in here. You can just see the filth in it. About time for a new brush. Alright guys, I think that will do it. Let me take some brake clean, hit this, and see what we come up with. Yeah, get her all wiped down best we can. See what kind of job we got done on it. Alright guys, got a pretty good and clean in there. Yeah, I think the receiver now has a better chance of actually working. Go ahead and get all of our brake clean out, 100%. Alright guys, I think that will do it. Go ahead and grab some for Lucas here. You really can see a lot of wear pattern off in this thing. Yeah, I'm really going to lay it to it. Alright, now that my hands are covered with Lucas, go ahead and get her all slicked up there. Yeah, I know we don't put regular oil on it. Doesn't hurt to just have a light coat of good oil on there. Well, I'm liking what I'm seeing, guys. Let's check this bolt. Alright, got that cleaned off. Didn't take but a second. Just wiped it down with a rag. That's all it needed. Got some oil on it. Now let's try to get some of this oil off our hands so we can put her together. Alright guys, remember your little rod end? It's right back there. There's a little hole right down in here, if y'all see that okay. Go ahead and run our spring up into there. Now the guide rod's in our hole. Yeah, we're almost there. Alright, go ahead and get our bolt down here so it'll snap in. Now let's get that part together. Alright, now that we got our bolt assembly in place, we need to check the function of it. It's going to hold a little pressure down. This thing still has some resistance in it. Not sure why, but we're fixing to find out. Go ahead, take the back part, take our spring out, get our little bolt out of the way. Now let's just drop our bolt assembly down in here. That thing must have just been gouging this to death for years. Because it surely doesn't want to slide. And you know we've done a good job getting it all cleaned up. Let's see if we can see any issues that we missed the first time. Well, you can see how shiny it is down here. Tells you how much it's been sliding on there. So we've done a good job cleaning everything up. Just when it gets up there, it's just sticky. Now this makes me wonder if somebody dropped this gun and hit it here. I'm sitting here looking, and y'all look and see what you think. Looks like to me that it bows down in here just a bit. Well, that ain't a good thing at all. I'm not sure if we can get that little bow out of there, but we're going to try. a little better. Yeah, this Pearl guns had a hard line. We'll get that loading tube out of the way. Seems to be sliding pretty free. You feel like there's a little bit of a catch in there. I mean, just a little. Not bad. But guys, this is the kind of stuff that you do run into. Guys, looks like we're going to have to pull out the Dremel on this one. It's going to take more than just a little bit of Scotch-Brite to get that receiver in good shape, because we want this bolt to effortlessly slide back and forth without no catches, no issues. Take our polishing wheel off. I'm going to grab this small sanding roll. It's about wore out, so we're not going to be taking a ton of material off. All I'm going to do is go in here on these sides, because I think that's where it's hanging up at, and see what I can accomplish. Alright, I think that's plenty with the little sanding roll. And I got stuck in there. Go ahead and hit her with a little brake clean and get all that out of there. And as we do a little bit each time, we'll drop our slide in there and check it. Oh yeah. Guys, that pretty much got us taken care of. Just a little bit of sanding roll. Now, we want to smooth this back out, of course. So I'm just going to take the Scotch-Brite pad back down in there. Yeah, and I know some of y'all saying this is a lot to go through for just a low-cost old .22 rifle. But two things. For one, I only really likes this little rifle and like for it to work correctly. And two, I told him I could fix it, so I'm going to fix it. And no, he's not getting overcharged. He gave me a budget, because he did drop off 3 different rifles to repair. So I will do my best to keep it within his budget. Go ahead and grab us some mothers. Go lay a rag over my other items so I don't get that mothers or anything slung on them, get them dirty, because we know they're ready to rock and roll. Get all this polished out really well. Take my finger and apply the mothers. That's the easiest way to do it on something like this. Alright. Let's spend us a few minutes here and do a lot of polish work on a big area. Alright, let's get that all cleaned up, and then we'll see how she works. And guys, that feels pretty slick. Got down in there and busted good, got everything cleaned, polished up, it worked. I think this right here will do the trick. Go ahead and get us a little more Lucas down in there since we cleaned it all out. Alright, now let's try and see what we think. Oh, smooth as butter. Yeah, no hang-ups, no issues there. Alright, now let's put our spring and our bolt in there. And then hold down with a little pressure. And be 100% on her. Alright, got her sitting there on the bottom where she belongs. We have a bolt in place. Hold a little pressure. Oh yeah, we really like it. Nice and smooth. I don't feel no binding or no issues whatsoever. Alright, now let's see if we can get our lower assembly in place. Alright, like I say, on the lower assembly, these two little cutouts go underneath these bars. About the easiest way to do it, if you can hold this, you can hold your slide back some. It seems everything will go in just a lot easier. Really helps if you'll go ahead and cock the trigger back. Let your slide down in there. Take your little plastic pin. And there you go. See, like it functions like it's supposed to. Goes back, she holds open, then she shuts. Outstanding. Grab our loading tube, which I was really surprised came out to begin with. And get it back in there. It just fits in this hole here. Let me take it back out so I can show you. There's just a nice little slot here, like a like you see on the top of your rifle for a sight. Just get her started in there and just slide her back in the little slot. Alright, we finally got it all together and everything seems to be working smoothly and not in a bind. So let's grab our stock. We'll go ahead and put a couple drops of oil down there where that trigger pivots. Work that in a little bit. There we go. There's a little room here. Alright, go ahead and set our stock in place. This is our original screw that we had. And out of the other gun, I got as a rear screw. There we go, she's starting in there right. Snugged him down well. That's tight enough for them. Go ahead and grab our spring housing for our loading tube and install it. Now, let's see what we got here. Firearm is still empty. New chambers, and it goes click. Grab a rag here. Wipe all of our stuff off of her. Lord knows we've had our hands all over every bit of this one, that's for sure. I'll wipe the stock off later when I don't have these gloves on. A little of that extra oil that leaked past that trigger. Alright guys, all we need to do is be 100%. Give this thing a test fire. Even though it's raining, we can open up the back door and shoot out there. We just need to see if it functions properly. Alright guys, like I said, we're just going to take some shots out the back door here. As you can see, the rain is trying to flood us out again. I have 6 of the basic Aguila 40 grains. I think that'd be good enough to test her out. Alright, got her loaded up. Grab my ears that I have out here. Alright, let's see how she does here. I believe she chambered just fine. It helps her take safety off. Shot that first one. You might pick up that second. There we go. Rapid fire these last 3. I think she's clear. Alright guys, I'm good with that. Play sure it needs to clean out some of that excess oil. And now we got water that splattered back on us, but hey, that happened. Well, not too bad. It's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but you never know until you get in one. Yes, it is empty. What all you going to get into? But now I'm confident that this rifle is going to shoot well and do well for this gentleman, and he shouldn't have no issues out of it. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, leave me some comments. Of course, questions and suggestions is always appreciated. And if you're able, hit us up on our Patreon page and show us a little support there by making a donation. We would surely appreciate it and put that to good use, no doubt. And if you would, hit that like and subscribe button. Thank y'all very much, and I hope you have a fantastic day.